Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be making coconut fried rice. I'll call it the premium coconut fried rice. We're going to be using chicken for this recipe. So first we're going to season our chicken with curry masala, ginger, garlic, thyme, seasoning cubes, fresh pepper, onion, and coconut milk powder. So now we're going to allow this cook and we're gonna have our chicken stock for this recipe. As you can see, it's already ready. We're going to be using basmati rice for this recipe. You could use any other kind of rice, but for this we're going to be using basmati rice. And first of all, we're going to fry in some onion in already heated oil and add in some dried thyme. Stir that together. Then next we're going to add in the already washed rice. This rice was not parboiled, it was just washed carefully, and we're going to stir this together. Preferably you fry this rice on low heat so everything can combine and it's fries properly. Now this is one of the steps you do when you're making your fried rice, so it helps preserve the rice and makes it last longer. Now we're going to add in some fresh pepper, and next we're going to add in some coconut milk powder. You could skip this step if you want, because we're still going to add in the coconut milk, which is the same powder mixed with water. Then we're going to add in some seasoning cubes and stir that together. You're gonna fry this properly for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then next we're going to add in the chicken stock. Now the quality of your chicken stock still matters, so you know how to make that happen. Then we're going to add in the coconut milk. Now this was mixed with water. Preferably it's better you use warm water to mix your coconut milk powder to avoid having lumps. But for me, I use the normal room temperature water. And if it has lumps, it's going to dissolve while cooking, so that's fine. So we're going to add in some more water, good enough for your rice to cook. Then I also added in some extra seasoning cubes. I'm going to cover this and let's cook till it's dried and your rice should be ready. Now you're going to cook this not 100%, because you're still going to cook your rice again when you're frying it with the vegetables, but it should be firm enough, not soft, not overcooked, but perfect enough for the next step. Our rice is ready, as you can see, and they are not sticking together. Everyone is standing on their own position. You can actually eat this just the way it is. It's already very delicious, very tasty. We're going to be frying our vegetables. Now we're going to add in some coconut oil in our already heated fry pan. Now this is the last drop of this oil. Not so much, but enough quantity for your vegetables. Then I'm going to add in the sausages and fry that a bit, then take them out. Now the line up on how you put in your vegetables doesn't really matter. You could do it the way you like, but there are some kind of vegetables that it's best you put them last. For example, kidney beans. I'm not so much a fan of kidney beans though, but if I'm to use kidney beans, I'm going to be using it, adding it last to the meal so it doesn't scatter because it's already soft. Another one like that can be maybe your sweet corn. So that's it. Now I'll take out my sausages. It's already fried, and I'm gonna have a clean frying pan with my oil for the next step. Okay, now for this next step, we're going to add in some onion in our already heated oil, And this is a combination of both your regular onions and spring onion. So we're going to stir that and allow to fry so the onion flavor can infuse into the oil. Then you add in your green beans. Now I call this green beans and I call the other round small one green beans too. So I just tell the seller, give me green beans, the long one, then the round one. That's how I differentiate them. But actually the long one is called green beans and I think runner beans. Then this small round one is called green peas or peas. But if you have any better name for it, let me know in the comment section. I'm willing to learn. So now we added some seasoning cube. Of course, our carrot is already there. Then our red bell pepper. You could also use the yellow bell pepper, the green bell pepper, based on your preference. Combine this together so everything can mix well. And when you're frying your vegetables, please do that on high heat. I repeat, high heat, so you don't have soggy or soft or oil-soaked vegetables. Now we're going to add in our sweet corn. So we're going to stir this together and just combine everything, and make sure everything is well mixed. Then I'm going to take out some of the vegetables because at this point I realized, which of course I should have known, that this pan is going to be too small for the rice. Now I used almost 1 kg of basmati rice, so that's a lot. So, and I didn't have a bigger pan, honestly. I didn't have. The best thing to use for this recipe is a bigger pan, except you're going to fry your rice in batches so your rice can fry properly. It also helps make your fried rice stay longer. So I just added this in batches and combined together. Now, another reason why you add in your rice gradually is that it's safer for you, so you don't have a situation where the rice is too much and your vegetables are almost invisible. If you stir together and you need to add more rice and there's this space, then you can do so. At this point, my frying pan was already full, but I really don't know why I still added some rice, but that's fine. We're able to manage that through. So the other rice, I still had like half of this rice remaining that I couldn't put in this pan, so I had to refrigerate that. I also had some vegetables remaining, so I could just use that the next day or maybe later the same day for a quick meal, and that was perfect. So now you're going to stir this together and fry and fry and fry and keep frying. Make sure everything is well fried, well coated, nothing remaining, nothing left out. While frying your fried rice, it's preferable you use high heat. In fact, you should use high heat, except you have the reason why you shouldn't. But I would advise you use high heat because this makes your rice fry faster, and you don't want to have a overcooked rice or overcooked vegetable. So that's why it's called stir fried rice. You keep stirring and frying till it's good enough. So now I added in some extra seasoning cube, and this is optional, so you add in extra if you think you should, so it doesn't come out over seasoned or too salty. Then I added the sausages and our kidney beans, and I stirred and fried and fried and stirred and stirred, fried and fried, stirred. And this was looking so beautiful. Like I was like, is this coming from my hand or someone else's hand? It tasted as good as it was looking, trust me. And also, please, our advice, if you are doing this, especially if it's a first time, use a bigger frying pan so that we'll not be battling like we are right now. But it's all good. I ensured everything was well fried. That's why it was done on high heat, so you don't have an overcooked rice. So now I added in some extra spring onion for extra flavor and maybe color if there's a need. Then I added the premium coconut flakes or shredded coconut, whichever one you want to call it. Now, this was a game changer. You needed to add this. It gives that extra crunchy effect and that extra flavor. So your fried rice is already ready. Your coconut fried rice is already ready. You could literally just take this out and serve, package, sell based on what you want to use it for. You're good to go. Our coconut fried rice is ready. Now the choice of vegetables, it's based on your preference. So you could add some extra things like maybe string, shredded chicken, fish bits, just like the way you would like it. That's fine. But just follow the procedure. So our rice is ready and we're going to have this with our fried chicken. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video and bye.